안녕하세요. 여러분의 한국어 선생님 고빌리입니다. So far, I've made 8 cheat sheets for studying Korean that are detailed, organized, and oh yeah, free. And I'll link all of these in the video description box if you haven't already downloaded them. There are cheat sheets for all of the sound change rules, the Korean alphabet, verb conjugation, markers and common particles, dates and seasons, holidays, postpositions, changing action verbs and description verbs into adjectives. So to get all of these, all you have to do is join my Patreon page. Now you can join the free tier in my Patreon page and download them for free. Or if you'd like to help support me and my channel so that I can make more Korean content just like this, please consider also joining as a paid supporter on Patreon, which also comes with some extra benefits. For example, you can download high quality versions of every cheat sheet that I've made so far, which is useful if you want to print them out really big like a poster. Or as a member, you can also download my personal vocabulary deck, get access to exclusive Patreon only posts, or even watch some of my videos early before they go public here. Okay, so there are 2 new cheat sheets I want to introduce to you. There's one for how to tell the time and another one for all of the Korean numbers. First, let's look at this one, which is all of the Korean numbers. There are both number systems here, pure Korean numbers and Sino-Korean numbers, as well as a guide for when to use which number system. I wish I had this exact same guide when I was a beginner because I kept getting confused about which number system to use. And I've even included a guide here for how to read the numbers that you can use to review, as well as a guide on how to say very large numbers, higher than you'll ever actually need, but they're still all in here. There are also a lot of common exceptions for the numbers though, such as how the numbers 1 through 4 and 20 get pronounced differently when they're used in front of a noun, as well as several other notes about these number systems which are going to come in handy. So that's the numbers cheat sheet. So let's move on to the next one, which is all about telling the time. First, you get the basics, of course, like how to just read the time, like hours, minutes, and seconds, as well as how to say to and from a date or a time. But I included a lot of stuff for intermediate level learners too. For example, the entire bottom section of this cheat sheet is just about how to say before and after. And I've included several common ways that this is done and how each of them is different. For example, it shows how to use 전 and 후 to mean before and after, but it also talks about how to use 이전 and 이후, which are a little more advanced, as well as some other ways too. But another thing that I've included here is a lot of useful vocabulary for telling the time. These are all of the words for the times of day, like 아침, 점심, 저녁, and all of those. But I also added several advanced words like 한나절 and 반나절, as well as how to say like sharp, like 2 o'clock sharp, and just a lot of useful words that are useful to know. And that's it for today. Again, to download these cheat sheets, there's a link in the video description box which goes to my Patreon page. And if you join my Patreon page, you'll also get access to not only these cheat sheets, but also my previous 8 cheat sheets, completely free, making 10 in total. Now, all of these cheat sheets are free, but if you're able to, please consider supporting this channel by becoming one of my paid Patreon members. This channel is run completely from support, so anything that you're able to give will help me to keep making more content like this. Thank you for watching. Special thanks to my Patreon supporters, as well as to any new Patreon supporters who are watching right now, as well as to my channel members right here on YouTube. If you liked this video, please click like, and if you subscribed to this video, please click subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. 그럼 다음에 또 봐.